This lesson is on variable scope. Scope is where a variable and its associated value can be accessed, where it lives, where in my code I can use it, and where in my code it's no longer present. It may seem a little odd at first if you're not used to the idea that variables would be declared and values set, and in some other part of the code they wouldn't be available anymore. But the principle of encapsulation, where we try to write a function where we send the data into it that it needs and it returns the data out from it that is required, is a principle where we may want to have variables declared within a function that are only used within the function, and no other part of the code knows about them or could change the value of them inadvertently. Now, PHP is not a strict language when it comes to this, so there are ways to circumvent that process. And here I'm starting with code, because I'm going to walk you through some of the principles, and then I'm going to show you what happens when you don't follow them. At the top of this PHP block, you see that I've set a variable, $institution, and I've just given it the text name, infinite skills. And I come down to the next line, and it's do startup. All right, let's do startup. Let's go down there and see what that looks like. So here it is, not passing any data in, but I set a variable here called class or $class to PHP MySQL. I also set a variable called class instructor info. Now, wait a minute. There's an equal sign. So we have to do what's on the right of the equal sign first. So let's go look at get class instructor info, which passed to it the data that happens to be equal to PHP MySQL. So let's look at that. Here it is. So it gets received into this variable. And there's something here called global degree. I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute. We'll come right back to that. So a class, I have another variable, class type is video. Okay. If a class equals PHP MySQL, and it does, because we just walked through it, class up here gets passed to instructor info into this variable, so it is PHP MySQL. Set the instructor to Steve Perry and the degree to MAED, and we return the instructor information. Let's look at this real quickly. Return instructor. That's the only thing I'm returning from get class instructor info. Okay? What about this, the degree? I want the degree to be available outside this PHP function. So I defined it as global. And you got to do it just like this. You got to say the keyword global, give the name of the variable, and that's it. Don't initialize it. Don't set it to any other value. Just do it like this. And it declares to the program that the value that I set within the function for the variable named $degree, I want that to be available to other parts of my program. Unfortunately, with PHP, it will be available to all the other code in the program except any other code inside another function. So it's not truly global like it may have been in some other languages you've coded in. And this is something you have to be careful of. So we'll watch this play out when we run this. You'll see what's really available and what's not available. Let's follow the code back. We return instructor. We're on the right side here. So we pass the class, we get the instructor, and it goes into a variable called $class instructor info. And I'm going to return that info with some text. I got a star degree, and I've got degree here. Now notice this. What I'm trying to illustrate here is this degree. This is a mistake. It won't be available to us. Even though we declared it as global here and it got set to a value here, within this function, this doStartup function, I can't see this. Outside the function, if I go up a little bit, where I'm trying to print degree and degree up here, I can see it because it's global, but not within another function. So this won't work the way I'm expecting it to. Actually, it'll work perfectly the way I'm expecting it to, but it might not work the way you're expecting it to if you don't understand variable scope. So we come back, we return this information, and that should come back all the way up here into return info. And we print return info down here. Return info is here, or I guess I called it RTR info, something similar to return info. I'm hoping to see institution, because that's defined up there outside of a function. Will I see class? $class? I defined it here, but I didn't make it global. So I don't think I'm going to see class. How about class type? Where did that come from? Is there class type in here anywhere? I defined it down here. I said it's a video. Is it global? It is not. So I don't think I'm going to be able to see that. We mentioned that we will be able to see returned info, the RTO info. And degree, I should be able to see it here, but not down here. So I won't see it as a part of the returned info information. So let's go back and actually run this. And I have it set up here to run. I'm going to hit the enter key, and we get a bunch of errors. But down here, look below. I've got a little bit of information too. I've got class type is blank. I said I wouldn't see that. And I said with the return info, I've got the instructor and I've got the text of degree, but no degree. I said I wouldn't see that, and I do not. So what are the errors here? It says undefined variable degree on line 31. Let's go look at line 31. Here, it's undefined because although it was global in this function, it hasn't been passed to this function, so it can't see it. So it's, as far as this function is concerned, it doesn't know what you're talking about with $degree, so that's an error. Go down here. Undefined variable class on line 20. I think I mentioned you won't see this because we set it below, but we never made it global. Likewise, undefined variable class type. Undefined variable on line 21. And again, we don't see that because although we set it down here, we didn't make it global or pass it back to the outer function. We didn't have a way of passing it back. It's not good generally to use a lot of globals. It's generally better to pass data to or back from a function. But sometimes you need to do it, so it's good to know what it will do for you, just in case you need to use it. This ends our lesson on variable scope.